Hello, friends. Thanks for tuning in. I trust this finds you well wherever you may be watching this from. If you've been following along this series, we've been talking about how to manage emotions using the STAR framework. And this is a framework or methodology that I developed to help manage emotions. In fact, I've used this in seminars, I've taught this in the workplace, and I hope that you find this beneficial. I shared that we all deal with emotions, right? We're all going to face, or we're all going to run into situations where someone is going to push our buttons that's going to cause us to react or respond in one way or the other. In the first episode, we talked about the first step, which is S, right? When you find yourself in a pickle, when you find yourself in an emotional battle, right, that causes you to want to react, that causes you to want to just blow off. I share that the first step to do is to stop. That's the S, right? Stop, catch yourself before you respond to that nasty email, before you respond to that annoying call or something that your spouse or child does, or coworker or colleague. Before you respond to that, catch yourself and stop, right? Stop, give yourself time out. And the second step we talked about is T, which means to think. Stop and think about what just happened. Think about the way you're wanting to respond, and ask yourself whether, in the grand scheme of things, whether what you're about to do is going to help or hurt the situation, right? Today, I want to talk about the next step, which is A. But before I do that, I want to make a confession. Like, what did he do? I want to make a confession because I feel like, as thought leaders, right, who teach these types of things, oftentimes we're looked at as experts, right, who do no wrong, who have it all together. But I want to share that we don't. In fact, we all fail. When I shared the second step a couple of weeks ago, when I talked about the T, that same day, I found myself in a situation where I had to use or had to respond to an emotional challenge in a particular way, and I failed. I failed so miserably that I caught myself after the incident and asked myself, wow, here you are teaching this, here you are teaching other people to manage their emotions, and you don't have it all together. Yes, we don't have it all together, we humans. There was a situation that happened and I lost it. I didn't identify those emotional triggers, and I'll talk about that here in a second. I didn't identify the emotional triggers. I was pushed to the wall, and I couldn't help it, and I lost it. I slammed my fist against the wall, and you're like, wow. Yes, I did. Thankfully, I didn't hit the person, but yes, I did. And I caught myself, and I was like, wow, what just happened? What just happened? I didn't pay attention to the warning signs. I didn't pay attention to the emotional triggers that I was experiencing, and I lost it. And I want to share with you, my friends, that you will lose it too. The fact that we're learning this together does not mean that we're not going to make mistakes. We're all going to fail. We are going to get to those points where we're going to miss it. But you see, the point is not allowing yourself to stay down. The point is not allowing failure or missed step to keep you down. But the point is learning from that mistake, is allowing yourself to get out of that and asking yourself, what did I learn, or what can I do better, right? We have to evolve through the process. So I wanted to pause and share that as you go through this process, you are going to fail. You are going to make mistakes. Why? Because you're human. But when you do, don't allow those mistakes to keep you down. Learn from that mistake and move on. So that was a learning moment, a teaching moment for me as I teach this as well. So let's talk about A. The next step in helping managing emotions is to assess the situation, assess the options that you have available. Should I respond this way, or should I respond that way, or should I talk to this person that way, or should I just wait and allow time to pass, or wait for better time to address this person? Assess your response. And sometimes, friends, things happen so fast that you don't have the time to think through logically, right, the responses that you have available to you. That's where this is particularly important. Assess the options that you have available to you. Someone says something nasty to you, or someone pushes your trigger. Instead of, taking this particular step, stop, think, and assess your options. Is this the right time for me to address this person, or should I wait until they've cooled off? Is this the right time for me to take this action, or should I take a break and think through it and respond in a way that may not be as confrontational as it would if I acted right now, right? So assess your options, and that's the A in the STAR methodology. Assess your options. What are you dealing with right now, or what's causing you to want to respond in a particular way? Have you stopped? Have you thought about the options, whether this matters in the grand scheme of things? Have you assessed your options you have available for you? Friends, this is important. Don't blow through life and allow your emotions to get the better of you, because it will destroy you, it will destroy your relationships, it will destroy your career. In fact, there's a saying that people are hired for their IQ, but they're fired because of their lack of emotional intelligence. Let's strive to do better. You may think this is just, this is just my feeling. This is how I react. This is just me. I'm going to do whatever I want. Yes, you can do whatever you want, but the impact, the repercussions to your actions may be far greater, with far more painful consequences than you ever thought. So, first step, stop yourself, think about the situation, think about what happened, and then assess the options to see if the actions you're about to take is the right step or action at this particular time. Thank you for watching. I know this was a little long, but I wanted to spend a little bit more time to unpack this a little bit because it's important. Next week, we'll pick up with the last step, which is R. Thank you for watching, and as always, think on these things.